everybody's doing well. Cheers. Cheers all around. Alright, well, I think I'm mostly ready to go. Just do this and then we'll get started. Hope everybody's week's off to a good start. Just crossing off a couple things on my list. Alright. What up, Thomas? What up, Kendall? Troy? Jeff? What up, everybody? I am doing well. Hope everybody's doing well as well. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. What up, Shauna? Now, is Shauna or is Shauna Jake? Alright. Well, I don't know if this will be a first break of the night, but I'll put that on screen. Here's the brewski that we'll be drinking tonight. A little Leaf Seeker IPA from Trogs. It's delicious. Got a new can opener. Gonna be using that and placing the brewski in a koozie straight from Alaska. This will keep things nice and cold. Thank you, Jeff. All right. Cheers. Cheers to everybody out there. All right. Let's go. What's in order? I'll go over what's in order tonight. What's on tap, as they say. Alright, guys. As always, if you bought 5 or more spots, you're going to have something coming to you in the mail. Alright, 5 or more spots. Here's what you have to look forward to. How about a pack of 2025 Sage Artistry? A little Squishamello. Yes, we got some Halloween Squishamellos coming your way. We've got a 23-24. Could there be a Wemby rookie in there? 23-24 Donruss Basketball Gravity Pack. We got a 25 Score Football Treat Pack. And a Hobby Pack from Topps Big League Baseball 2023. So 5 or more spots, that's coming your way. If you bought 10 or more spots, we're going to do our little upgrade. Alright, so 10 or more is giving you an upgrade. And here's a look at what you're going to get. How about a jumbo 34 card pack of Topps 2020 Baseball. So 2020 Baseball. One of those Squishamello packs, 2025. How about a Monopoly Prism Basketball pack, 24-25. Really nice. One of those 25 Score Treat packs. And a Gravity Absolute 2024 Football pack. Alright, so that's a look at everything coming your way as long as you bought 5 or more spots. It's Shauna. All right. Adam. What up, Adam? Jeff in there. What up, Thomas? What up, Jake? All right, guys. What up, Troy? All right. So, let's see. Alright, I'm heading on over to the website. Give me a second real quick here. Alright, I'm here on the website dad-breaks.com. Actually, give me a second. Let me do one thing real quick. I just want to make one update. Just noticed that I don't have it on there, and I want to put it there. We'll get started here in about 38 seconds. Just making one quick update to the website. Our break schedule. We are live. Join here. Alright, copy link. Alright, we should be in business now. Alright, so here's what I want to do, update the break schedule. Here we are breaking live on the 21st. Right now, we have a break this coming Friday, and then we'll have a break next Friday. Yes, Halloween night, we'll do a break. Don't worry, if you're going to be handing out trick-or-treat candy or walk around with the kiddos, not a big deal. It'll be recorded. You can come back, check it all out. Or if you're looking for something a little fun to get into after you're done trick-or-treating or going around with the kids or handing out candy, or something to do while you are handing out candy, depending on what time zone you're at. This will be going on as well. I'll be doing candy at my house and then getting in the break room, so we'll all be in the same boat. I am traveling next week, so no Tuesday break, but we'll get in the break room and have some fun here. Alright, so what's available? Not a lot, and this one might be the one with the most spots. Alright, this is a 3-box break. It is 2 jerseys and 1 mini helmet. It's the last mini helmet from the entire series. So last helmet from this whole series here. We have the Cardinals, we have the Rams, and we have the Seahawks. Yep, that's Saints and Seahawks. So it looks like there are 4 spots. Cardinals, Rams, Saints, and Seahawks out there. Then we have basketball by division. Just have the Southwest available at this point. So just the Southwest. Alright. And then we've got, this is the very last 2 Fanatics Under Wraps baseballs that I have. Very, very last 2 that I have. So this is going to be the 2 we have here and the last 2 I have, period. I'd love to get some of this product again. I can't make any guarantees though. This was a very unique experience being able to get these. So we have at this point the Diamondbacks, the Guardians, the Twins, and the Rays. Alright, so that's a look at everything. Diamondbacks, Guardians, Twins, and Rays. Then we have the Authentic Duke Football. Authentic Duke Football, so game use style football. At this point, we just have the Panthers, the Texans, and that's it, guys. Panthers and Texans are the last 2 spots remaining in the football jersey break. Someone just bought the last mini helmet spots, so we're out of that divisional break. This is the bat from Gold Rush and 2 baseball break. At this point, we just have the White Sox and the Twins. White Sox and Twins out there. And that'll be a brand new case for the bats there. Brand new case. And then lastly, we have the autographed full-size authentic helmet paired up with a mini helmet. So a 2-item in break here. We have the Ravens and Panthers. And everything else sold out. Alright, so that's everything, guys. If you have interest in any of those spots, feel free to check them out. I will move and adjust this, but everything else sold out here this evening. Alright. I think it's a good time for us. Why not start with the National? Why not? Let's do the National break. Alright, let me get that adjusted here real quick. But we'll do the National break first. What up, Kyle? Tom, welcome to the big show. Squatch-tastic, loving it. Dudley in the house here. Well, good luck with the doctor's appointment, Thomas, as always. What up, Daniel? Thomas. Jeff in the house. Alright, guys. So here's what we're going to do. It's going to be not one, but two autographed rookie or first year cards from the National, paired up with one photo and one jersey. And all you guys have to do in the chat, give me one letter from the alphabet. One letter. Everybody guesses correctly gets a chance at a box of mystery. Alright. First things first, let's figure out the jersey. I have jersey number 1 on the table from the multi-sport. Jersey 1. We also have jersey 2, 5, and 7 from the case. Well, even if you are operating on again, Thomas, I hope that it goes well. I'm thinking about you. Alright, 1, 2, 5, and 7. 5 and 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Alright, box 1 for that jersey. So it's a black bag jersey number 1. So it's actually the one that's currently out there on the table. This guy. Alright, I'm going to put some gloves on. Maybe. And after I get this other glove on, we will figure out the photo. Right, is my, there we go. I was getting 2 fingers involved. Alright, from this case we just have 7 and 9 remaining. 7 and 9 remaining. Alright, so heading on over 7 and 9. 7 and 9, 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Alright, we're going to use photo number 9. Photo number 9. So 7 will be saved. 9 going out to the Sharks. Alright, now for the 2 autographed rookie or first year cards. Boxes 1 and 2 are our placeholders. Let me grab the rest. I see 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So 3 and 6 are missing. 3 and 6. Alright, so we got, that'd be 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Top 2 numbers here. 6 and 7 times. Alright, 10 and 5. Over out. Alright, so 10 and 5. This is number 5. And number 10. 1 and 2 coming off. Alright, guys. Good luck, everybody. We're going to figure out what random letter everybody's going to get from the alphabet here. Alright, so if this was the 7th time, Jeff would have the letter A, Mike would have the letter Z, but you know what? Let's get crazy with this. Let's get crazy. Alright, 7 times. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Jake's going to have the letter A, and Daniel's going to have the letter Z. Alright, so we're going to copy these, and then we'll go over and we'll hit refresh here in a moment. Alright, so What's up? Alright, Aaron, I see you in there. Aaron, you had that Bijan, which was sick. Alright, guys. Jake has a letter A. Aaron, the letter B. Dave has a letter C. Steve has a letter D. Mike has E. Jesse has F. Aaron has G. Rick has H. Daniel's got I. Rick has J. Jeff has K. Mark has L. Steve has M. Dudley with the N. Ken's got O. Chris has P. Larry's got Q. Aaron's got R. Matthew's got S. Larry's got T. Steve's got U and V. We've got Aaron with W. Jeff has X and Y. And Daniel's got the Z's. Not DZs, but the Z's. Maybe he's got disease. Who knows? We all got something. Alright, guys. Good luck here. Alright, let's see. I got a message I just want to see. Alright, guys. No more guesses. No more guesses. Good luck, everybody. Alright, let's start with the photo. Let's get our good luck pizza. Daughter makes all the good luck charms. Game on. Give it a little tap all the way around. Here is photo number 9. Photo number 9. Give it a rip. Looking fine. Alright, here we go. Photo number 9. Oh, love this photo. Love this photo. How about the letter K? We'll start the night out with the letter K. Sean Kemp. That is a sick, sick photo. Alright, Jeff, getting the night started with a beautiful looking photo. That's got to be the slam dunk contest, right? It's got to be. But there we go. Sean Kemp. Sean Kemp getting us started. Alright, it's jersey time. Na jersey. Alright, this is jersey number 1. Number 1. Give it a slice up there. See what we got. There we go. Alright, we have a wide receiver from the 49ers on this one. Michael Crabtree. There's a C there, I promise you. It's not a rap tree. We have Michael Crabtree. Dave. Alright, Dave's a 49ers guy, so this will be a nice hit for Dave. Alright, Dave, congratulations. Michael Crabtree's coming your way. Alright, Michael Crabtree on the jersey. Jeff, you missed a really cool photo. First hit of the night. Sean Kemp, autograph, 8x10. Sick looking photo there. Sick, sick, sick. That's such a nice photo. Alright, guys, let's start. We had 5 and 10. Alright, this isn't a Woolworth. This is a break. Let's do it. Box 5. Let's do it. Giving a cut all the way around on the look-see. Let's pull one of these headliners here. Alright, here we go. We'll give this a tear. It's going to be up top here. I love how there's like this tear area, but then you struggle. Alright, here we go. It's going to be a football player. Oh, this is very nice. How about Neil Smith? Neil Smith on a PSA DNA Gem 10. All right, Neil Smith. Neil Smith, the letter S. That'll go out to Matthew. Matthew right there. All right, how about that on a Neil Smith? former Bronco and former Chief, great Neil Smith. Alright guys, one more slab. Let's go. How cool would it be to get a Griffey or a Rice rookie auto or Cal Ripken? Let's go, let's go, let's go. The National. An exclusive product to the National. Alright, let's give it a cut across. Alright, we have another football. Alright, how about this? The letter E. The letter E. A Beckett 10. Travis Etienne. Travis Etienne on a rated rookie. That's a nice pull right there. Travis Etienne. Alright, that's the letter E. And that's going out to Mike. Mike, this will be coming up north to you. Congratulations. Travis Etienne. Very nice. On a Beckett 10. Travis Etienne. Alright, congratulations going out to Dave, Mike, Jeff, and Matthew. We have C-E-K-S. Sex? Oh, geez. It really does spell that. S-E-C... Okay, sec. Sec. Yes, Aaron, first break of the night. Alright, S-E-C-K. S-E-C-K. Alright, Charlene, you've got the letter S here. Jake had the letter S. Charlene. Jake. Jeff with the C. George with the S. Alright, I think that's everybody. Mike / Charlene, Jake, Jeff, and George. If I missed somebody, let me know. Boxes going out there. We have a golden egg, a silver box, and a golden box. Alright guys, Thomas and Jeff, prayers and good wishes, warm thoughts, and everything to both Yins and Nat. Alright, top name 7 times. You're going to pick a box of mystery. There's 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Alright, Jeff. Jeff is starting the night out. Let's go. Got the first hit, and now he's got the first giveaway. Here, Mr. Hawks. Alright, hopefully Jeff didn't go out for another drink. Big money, no whammies. Stop. Alright, where's Mr. Hawks at? Jeff. I'll give him 10 seconds. If Jeff doesn't make a selection in 10 seconds, I will let Thomas make the selection for him. We've got a 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, Thomas. I don't see Jeff, but we'll let you make a selection for him here. Right there. Sure is. Alright, going silver. Alright, Mr. Hawks. Thomas is going silver for you. Alright. That means you missed out on the golden box. The golden box had a pack of 2020 Topps Heritage. 2020 Topps Heritage. That's a hobby pack, by the way. Hobby pack down there. So that would have been a hobby pack. Alright, then you passed up on the golden egg. And inside the golden egg was a 2024 Futures Multisport box here with at least one autograph. Alright, Thomas, you just got Jeff, the first Whammy of the night. What will it be? Well, I think we're going to be looking at, look at this, from Hocus Pocus, It is a Funko plush from Hocus Pocus. Alright, what was that, her character's name? I forget which character this is. Does anybody remember the character name? The Sex and the City lady. Alright, so Jeff, this is coming your way. Jeff Hawks. This Funko, it's a Funko plush. I figured Hocus Pocus very seasonally apropos. Alright, Mr. Hawks. Sarah Jessica Parker, but that's right. That's in the actresses. Do you remember the character name? They call him the actress name, though. Anderson sisters. Were they all Andersons, I guess? Hey, what up, David? No worries. Welcome into the action. I sent you, you and your son, a nice little, whether it was a parting gift or temporarily going away gift in the mail, so don't you worry. Alright, guys. Let me go in and check on something really quickly here. Alright, that's what I thought. Alright. Let's do... I'm trying to think the best way to do this. Alright. It's the one we'll do. Let's do football full size. I'm going to do a little rearranging on my screen because it's the one I have on the very bottom, but that's okay. Let's do a full size football helmet. Full size football helmet. I'll put that back. It is going to be, for sure, this helmet. Last one from the case. Alright. Alright, so it's going to be that one. What we don't know is what it's going to be paired up with, which jersey. Alright, for this, guys, have some fun with this. Give me on one line, 5 NFL players. 5 NFL players. If you correctly guess the player that comes out of the jersey or the helmet, you'll get a box of mystery. And there will be no whammies for this one. Alright, so for this, we have jersey number 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, and 9. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, and 9 for the jersey. 1, 2, 3, 6, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Alright, it's be jersey number 7. Jersey number 7. Let me cross that off my cheat sheet. Alright, there it is. Jersey 7. Alright, guys. Hey, David, no worries at all. No worries at all. Alright, we've got Jake with the Cardinals. Rick's got the Falcons. Jeff in the house here with the Ravens. Mike's got the Buffalo Bills. Rick's got the Panthers. Kamey's back in the action with the Bears. George has the Bungles. Steve with the Brownies. Hayden in the house with the Dallas Cowboys. Welcome to the big show, Hayden. Hopefully you're enjoying the break and able to participate here. What up, Leaf? We have Jeff with the Broncos, William with the Lions. Jeff has the Packers and Texans. George with the Colts, Jags, Chiefs, Raiders, and Chargers. Adam's got the Rams. Gilbert's got the Grapes and the Dolphins. Stacy's got it going on with the Vikes. Jeff has the Pats. Rick's got the Saints. Here comes Jeff with the G-Man. Adam's got the Jets, Jets. Daniel's going to fly, Eagle fly. Charlene's got them black and gold Stillers and that. We've got Jeff with the Niners. Steve's got the Seahawks. George with the Bucks. Steve has the Titans. And Case sitting on the commode. Alright, guys. Calling this one. No more guesses. No more guesses, friends. Hey, Jeff. Mr. Hawks, you missed your giveaway earlier. You won the giveaway, and we had Thomas pick yours, and you got a Funko plush from Hocus Pocus movie. So this Funko plush is coming your way, Jeff. Mr. Hawks. Alright, guys, no more guesses here. Let's go. Alright, why not? Let's pull a major hit here. Let's get the Whopper out there. Whopper goodness. This was jersey number 7. Jersey 7. So let's move. Last helmet, by the way, from the entire series. Not just the case, but the whole series. Alright, guys. Here we go. Jersey number 7. Give that a cut across the top. Alright, here we go. Look at this. Look at this. From the Tennessee Titans, we have a college jersey from the University of Alabama. Calvin Ridley. Calvin Ridley coming out of here. Alright, so Calvin Ridley, JSA on the authentication. Bama jersey to the Titans. Alright, Calvin Ridley. Bet on it. Alright, Steve. Congrats. Alright. Did we have any Calvin Ridley guesses? That's the fun fact right there. Alright, give this a little tap. This is box number 3. Box 3. This is sealed up all the way around. Here's our front. Here's our back. Here's a cut. There's another. Give this a pop up. Alright, sealed up. Well, we're destroying the box. The box is officially destroyed. Ooh. Alright. We have a specialty helmet alert. Specialty helmet alert. The box is not sitting too pretty, but the autographed helmet is. Oh, Hall of Famer alert too. Specialty helmet on a Hall of Famer from the New York Giants. Look at that. That is so pretty. Lawrence Taylor. Lawrence Taylor on a Giants lid. That is a giant hit. All right, New York Giants tonight. Jeff is on fire tonight. All right, Hawks. Look at that. LT on a Beckett authenticated lunar eclipse helmet right there for Hawks. All right, that's so nice. So nice. All right, LT. Lawrence Taylor to the Giants. All right. If you guess Giants or Titans, you're going to have a chance here at a box. No, it was player. It was player. Did we have any Lawrence Taylor guesses? All right. Jeff Hawks has Taylor and the guess. So does Aaron. So let me get some stickers ready. No whammies in the giveaways here. Tom had it too. Tom. Let's see. Anybody else with Taylor? Nate had it. All right. All right. Did we have any Ridley guesses? No Ridley. Did I miss anybody? I have Nate, Tom, Jeff, and Aaron. All right, I'm going to just put 4 boxes out there, and I'll just let you guys randomly pick whatever boxes you guys want. There will be no whammies in here. All right, no whammies at all. No whammies. The 4 of you guys can pick whatever box you would like. I have the silver, the golden egg, and we have the police. We'll just put it like this. So we have golden egg, golden box, silver, and police. Nate, Tom, Jeff, and Aaron, go ahead and make the selection. Nate, taking the golden egg before anybody else could. Tom, go on to police. Well, I don't know. Is Jeff there? Aaron, why don't you make a selection? I don't know if Jeff missed. Oh, no, he's right there. He saw it. I'm letting you take one, Jeff. Just make a selection. You got the hit. Why not? I'm giving it to you. Take a box. There's no whammies. The honesty is appreciated, and it's being rewarded. Silver, you got it. All right. That means no one took the golden one. No problem. No one took the golden box, and that's gonna be Aaron's. All right, Aaron. You took what was remaining, and Aaron, how about this? You have a chance for a monster. I'm telling you right now, the biggest potential is potentially out of here. This is a 2017 Leaf Draft Pack. There is a chance for a Mahomes rookie in there, Aaron. Let's do it. And chance for a Mahomes rookie. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Samaje Perine. Jared Evans. Jeremy McNichols. Joe Mixon rookie. There you go. That's not bad. A Joe Mixon rookie. And a Deshaun Kaiser. Deshaun Kaiser coming out of there. All right. So a Joe Mixon rookie, though. Not bad. All right. And then we had, going with the last one was silver to Jeff. All right, Jeff, you went silver box. All right, Jeff, how about a absolute 2024 chance for something big? Absolute 2024 countdown. This was the countdown pack. So 3 cards. Well, here you go. It's a Colts rookie at least. Anthony Gold. Michael Wilson, and Puka Nakua. All right. The countdown's bringing that to you, Jeff. Nothing huge, but a little love. All right. Then, oops, let me put your name on that so I know who to send that to. All right. Then this one here. This one was, Tom went with the police. All right, Tom. The police. How about this? Some 2024 contenders. 2024 contenders, Tom. All right, let's open this up for you. 2024 contenders for Tom. You have Micah Parsons. A little Kendrick Bourne. Josh Allen. Max Crosby. Mike got to rehab again his shoulder. Evans. Josh Jacobs. There's a Garrett Wilson. And going to end it with a couple draft picks here. That is Devin Leary and Jordan Whittington. Jordan Whittington and Devin Leary. Round 6 guys from the Ravens. All right, those cards coming your way, Tom. All right, that's going to leave us with Nate. Nate, you have the golden egg, and the golden egg was looking pretty because inside of here is a guaranteed autograph from a multi-sport Leaf Futures box. All right, the whole box, it's yours. All right, this is coming your way, Nate. Let's open up. Guaranteed 1 auto. 2024 product. All right, there's your auto. And there's your pack. All right, we'll keep the auto there. Here's your pack. You're welcome there. All right, your pack includes a Trey Harris right there. That is a Woody Marks. Nice running back there for the Titans, or Texans. There is a Jonathan Brooks. Can just stay healthy right there. Maybe that'd be helpful. Card sticking a little. We have a Katron Allen. And then we have a couple inserts. How about a Paul Skeens rookie? Paul Skeens rookie right there. Nice. Paul Skeens and a Jalen McMillan. Talking about staying healthy. Jalen McMillan. AJ Garcia. AJ Garcia. There's a Audric Estime. We have a Arthur Kalima and a Brendan Sorsby. All right, so we've got some college guys in the present, college guys in the past, some top rookies, and then your auto. How about this? This is number 1. Literally card number 1 of 149. And you have Jace McClellan. Jace McClellan coming out of here. That's not bad. Jace McClellan auto, numbered 1 of 149. First one off the printer. You are welcome, Nate. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed that. All right. Let me see something real quick on my end. All right. Give me about 42 seconds just to get caught up on all the orders that have come in since we started. If you're interested in grabbing a spot, there still are a few out there. Kyle and Bruce Style. I got you. Gilbert, Thomas, Justin, and then Jeff. Putting you guys all in. Just give me a moment to round these up. Put these in order. Mr. Hawks, I have you. And you closed out the figurine break. And you closed out our mini helmet break. Also have the Cowboys tonight. And the Commanders. Alright, Justin. What up, Justin? Justin time with the Saints. Thomas with the Ravens. We've got Gilbert with the Grapes. Sorry if you get tired of that one. I'm done. With the White Sox. Jesse has the Seahawks. Man, that defense looked dominant again. Bruce / Kyle with the Twins. Alright, guys. I'm just going to go over what's available on the site real quick again. Mini helmet wise, if you're interested in getting in this, it's a 2 jerseys and 1 mini helmet break, so 3 boxes opened here. We've got the Cardinals, we've got the Rams, and that's it. Cardinals and Rams available, that's all. Then in the basketball, it's by division. We just have the Southwest. So it's 1 ball, 6 divisions, just have the Southwest available. Then we have from the Fanatics, it's 2 Fanatics autographs under wraps baseballs and 1 bat. This is the last 2 baseballs I have from the entire Fanatics line. We have the Diamondbacks, we have the Guardians, and we have the Rays. Diamondbacks, Guardians, and Rays. Then we have the authentic Duke football. Just have the Panthers and Texans. This is the Gold Rush Lumber Edition Series 2 bat. We're opening up our last case of that. We have the Twins. That's all. Just the Twins. And then we have in the authentic full-size helmet and mini helmet break, the Carolina Panthers. And that's going to cover it. Everything else sold out. Alright, guys. That's everything. Alright. I want to do... Let me see something here. I think I wanted to do... Let's do the divisional breaks. Let's do divisional. Oh, Aaron, you the man. You just helped me make that even easier to do. Alright. For this, you guys are going to give me a division for a mini helmet. A division for a mini helmet. Alright? If you correctly guess, your name's going to get added here. At the end of these, we're going to give away 3 items. There'll be 4 items out there. So 3 people will get something. There'll be 3 hits, 1 whammy. 3 hits and 1 whammy out there. And I'm going to tell you right now, the whammy is a guest given donated whammy that I think you guys will actually enjoy. But we won't. That's a hot little hint. All right, so just give me a divisional guess here for the mini helmet. Life is like a box of mini helmets. You never know what you're going to get. All right, we have box 4 on the table, and we also have box 7. 4 and 7 are our possibilities here. Then head over to random.org. 4 is the placeholder. We also have box 7. These are rip it and ship it type of deals. 3, 4, 5, maybe. There's 5. There's 6 and 7 times. We're gonna make a swap here. All right, we're at the swap meet. All right, coming on box number 7. Box 7 coming off box 4. All right, last call on those guesses. Last call on those guesses. We've got Tom with the AFC East, Jake the AFC North, Jesse the AFC South, Jeff the AFC West, Steve the NFC East. Jeff has the NFC North. We've got Candace with the NFC South, and Daniel has the NFC West. All right, guys, no more guesses here. Box 7, box 7. This is sealed up all the way around. This is a rip it and ship it kind of deal. We have a specialty helmet alert. Specialty helmet alert is a slate Baltimore Ravens helmet. Guys, I'm not sure, but that might be Ray Lewis. I'm going to look that up. That is a slate Ravens. Either way, that is going to go out to Tom with it. I said Tom. That's AFC. That's Jake. Sorry, Tom. That is my fault. I didn't mean to say that. That is Jake with the AFC North. Jake, I'm going to look up this signature here. It's a Beckett authenticated. All right. We have 2W 068 427, I think. 75276. Ray Lewis! Oh, doctor. What a hit. What a hit. It is. So I thought it was. Ray Lewis. Monster slate helmet hit right there for you, Jake. What a hit. Sometimes you just got to take a stab at it and win something big. AFC North. Thomas with the correct guess. Dad and Lil with the correct guess. Alright, those are the only two I see right now. If I miss somebody, let me know, but I have Thomas and then David and Will. Alright, guys. Time for a basketball by division. Basketball by division. We know it's going to be box 4. It's this guy right here. Box number 4. This guy right there. Basketball by division. Yeah, the slates are sick. Alright, I'm going to call this guy out. There's a guy that bought the Dallas Cowboys spot, and because he didn't get a hit, he just did a request to cancel. You can't request that, to cancel when you didn't get a hit. You said you were in there, you were having fun. So here's the thing. I'm going to explain what happened. Let's see. I'm even going to find the guy on here. All right, it's all right. My screen, because of this, it's this guy, Leaf 94. It wrote exciting. I don't know. He's made some guesses. I don't know. He probably left when he didn't get his hit. But I actually canceled. I was made aware that he was a 0 feedback. I even canceled his bids and explained that he needed to contact me to see what he was buying into. And he said he knew what he was getting into and placed his bids again. So I denied his cancellation. Like, I know he's going to give me a negative feedback and it's bullcrap, but this guy knew what he was getting into. Like, I gave him the chance to get out of it. I literally gave the guy a chance to get out of it and canceled his bid for him. And he still bid and went back into it. So, sorry, I had to rant because that's eBay for you. Alright, guys. No more guesses here. What up, Jones? Alright. Give us a little tap all the way around. Box 4, sealed up. Doing our thing. Making the joy of everything. Alright. Well, there's a smudge on here. I'm not going to lie. Well, I don't know. Maybe it wasn't a smudge. Either way. Yeah, it looks like a small smudge. But we have a Cleveland Cavalier autograph basketball. Pointing out, it's like right there. Do you see that small smudge? I think this might... Did Robert Horry play? No. Ron Harper, that's who that is. Ron Harper, I already know that. Ron Harper. Cleveland Cavaliers on the hit right there. Ron Harper, Cleveland Cavaliers. Sorry I didn't read the names off, but that's going to go out to Trace. Trace. Thank you, John. Daniel, the guy's got 0 reviews. The guy had 0 reviews. That's why I actually reached out to him. I told him if he didn't reach back to me, I was going to cancel his bids. Eventually, he reached out to me after I canceled his bids and said he was good, he understood, and he placed the bids again. So that's why I had that. Ron Harper. Basketball. Cleveland Cavalier team ball on that, too, for the Central. There we go. Cleveland Cavs. And that is going to be JSA on your authentication. All right, little Ron Harper love. Put this. You are welcome. Alright, let me put Central as guesses here, add them. Alright, well, got you in there. Also got you Jesse. So Squash / Trace in there. Troy in there. And that's it. That's all I see here is Squash, Jesse, and Troy. If I missed somebody, let me know. guys. RSA baseball jersey. RSA baseball jersey. Just like that. This is actually and it happens to be box number 4 on this one. So we know we're going to be breaking this guy here as well. Box number 4. I like to put the baseball jersey backward just because it looks a little better. This is box 4. That's the one we're going to be using on this one for that. In this break, we have Jeff with the AL East, Stacy the AL Central, Aaron the AL West, Daniel the NL East, Jeff the NL Central, and Zachary's got the NL West. What up, Kevin? Kevin slash CK slash Zachary, right? Guys, last call on those guesses here. Last call. It's all good, Adam. You're all good. Let's do it. No more guesses here. You know what? Let's throw this in there. Well, as I drop the baseball. Call me Aaron Judge in the playoffs last year. I dropped the ball. Alright, here we go. This was box 4, and this is, okay, this is not sticky, so I'm just going to give us a cut right here. Well, should show it properly. Always want to be as transparent as possible. We're going to cut this right here. Alright guys, good luck. Box 4. I see a 3, I see a 4. Oh, from the Seattle Mariners. Seattle Mariners. Look at that. Look at that, Mr. Hernandez. Mr. Hernandez. Oh, man. Was he a fireballer? Then he couldn't throw heat at all at the end of his career. But there we go. King Felix. King Felix Hernandez. Alright. King Felix. How many strikeouts did he have in his career? He had to have a ton. 2,524 strikeouts in his career. And he's still only 39 years old. His career's been over for 5 years. Man, King Felix was special when he was young. Alright, so guys, that is an AL West. Aaron, look at that. King Felix coming your way. JSA on the authentication. Mariners, King Felix. That's a fun hit. Man, was he a flamethrower when he was young, and then he still got strikeouts for a while with okay stuff, but man, yes he was, Daniel. Alright, AL West on the guesses here. Alright, Dudley, I got you. And Christopher, I've got you. Alright, that guy on eBay was still going after me with questions, so sorry if I apologize on that. Some people can be frustrated. I always say I'm going to stop selling on eBay, but it's a great way to find new people that are interested in being in the breaks. Alright guys, sorry, I was just reading about that. So all I added was Dudley and Christopher. If I missed somebody, I apologize, just let me know. Alright, we know it's going to be this photo. It's the last one from the case, photo number 7. That is going to be in this break. We know that for a fact. What we don't know is what one it's going to be paired up with. Alright, we have photo number 1 as our placeholder for the 16 by 20. We also have numbers 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, and 10. So we're missing 3 and 8. 3 and 8 are missing. I feel like we're missing another one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, yep, that's it. 3 and 8. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, and 10. Box 1, 2, 1 is our placeholder. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Alright, we're going to go with box 6 here, guys. Box number 6. Alright, coming on, here's box 6. And if you haven't put a guess in yet, you're going to tell me, is it going to be active baseball, active football, retired baseball, retired football, active basketball, retired basketball, hockey, or other. Alright, box 1 is off. Alright guys, last call on the guesses here. We've got Zachary with active and retired baseball. Jeff has active and retired football. Jake has active basketball. George has retired basketball. Rick's got hockey. And Mark has other. Alright guys, no more guesses. Good luck to everybody out there. Excuse. Alright. Oh yeah, come on Knuckles. Knuckles. Let's do it. Give us a big banger here, Knuckles. Box 7. Box 7. Nope. Alright, here we go. Look at this. That's a nice looking photo. Active football player, Marshawn Lattimore. Marshawn Lattimore, former Ohio State Buckeye. Now with the Commander, shutdown corner himself, Marshawn Lattimore. Alright, and that is going to be Beckett on the authentication. Active football. Active football. Alright, Jeff, that's a hat trick. Alright, Knuckles. Come on. Box number 6. Box 6. So the seal starts there. And it's going to come around. It's going to do its thing all the way to this side. We're going to give it a cut here, and go across. Alright, we have, look at this. Look at this. We have Hockey Hall of Famer coming out of here. Jeremy Roenick. Jeremy Roenick from the Blackhawks. Hall of Fame. It's inscribed Hall of Fame 2024. So, more recent autograph on this, too. So, there we go. Hockey Hall of Famer. And that's going to go out to Rick. Rick, congratulations. Jeremy Roenick on the autograph. That's a cool photo. And it's such a 90s photo. Such a 90s photo with the fans in the stands. Love it. I love that. And notice no one's wearing a jersey in the stands either. That's something that's interesting. 90s still was just shy of the starting to wear a jersey in the stands era. Not a single fan with a jersey on. So it's early 90s on that, in that, because by the end of the 90s, I think hockey was a little bit later on it, but by the late 90s, people started to have the hockey jerseys, though. Football, basketball were already full force by the mid to late 90s. All right, Rick. Jeremy Roenick on the 16 by 20. I like looking at the pictures. Adam, I like it. If it was a baseball photo, you'd see, and it had the upper deck. Like, what stadium in baseball in the 80s and early 90s did not have around the upper deck a Marlboro advertisement? Oh, good call on that. All right, so we had hockey and active football. All right, so Gilbert, your name is going to get added here. Dad and Will, you're in there twice. All right, active football. Jeff, you put same. I don't know, probably a comment. I was gonna say that's a not a good guess for this, but that probably made sense based on whatever I said at the time. Adam, good guess there. Adam, Kevin, Nate, you guys are all getting your names added. Adam with the hockey guess. All right, Dudley with the hockey guess. Thomas, there you go. Active football. Alright, I think that's everybody. I am adding a slew of names. We have Gilbert, Dad and Will, Nate, Kevin, Adam, Dudley, and Thomas. The best would have been Jim Leland was smoking everybody's cigarette. You still see the beer stuff, though, Thomas. Nothing's changed there. All right, guys, time for hockey. Time for hockey. And you know what? Still have a large pile of pucks from the case. So we're just going to put every puck on the table. And just, instead of reading it by number, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1 on the top, 9 on the bottom. And that's how we'll figure out which puck we're going to do. Go ahead, put your guesses in. Who went through more tobacco? This is a serious question. Who went through more tobacco in a game? Jim Leland? Or, oh my god, now I can't think of the guy's name. Lenny Dykstra. Nails. Who went through more cigarettes? Nails or Jimmy Leland? Alright, here we go. One more time. 6th time and 7th time. 7th box down. 7th box down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is box 7. Let me just take these off. Box 7 is actually number 30 of 100. So you can see it right there. 30 of 100. We'll put that there. Take these off. Put that back on top. Alright, box 30, guys. It's a good goalie number. Good goalie number for the number 30. I think it... Answer before the question. Tough as nails. Sorry, I was just messaging that guy. He sent some nice things this time, so hopefully no negatives. People can be frustrating, huh? Alright, guys. Last call on the guesses there. Daniel's got Atlantic, Case with the Metro, George with the Central, and Steve has the Pacific. Getting specific with the Pacific, as I like to joke. Alright, guys. No more guesses on that. Where did I put my hockey stick? Oh, there she is. There she blew. Alright, guys. Got this puck there. Oh, yeah. Shoot. He scores! Beat him like a rented mule. Buy Sam a drink and get his dog 1, 2. Michael motorcycle. Alright, this is box 30 sealed up all the way around. That is one good luck charm my daughter didn't make, but I got it as a Father's Day present this year, so still like to use it. Alright, take that. Now we're going to give this a slice here and a slice there. Alright, oh, this hit's pretty wild. How about this? Matt Zucchero on a Minnesota Wild puck. Minnesota Wild. Told you it's a wild hit. Alright, Minnesota Wild on our hit there. Like that. That's a nice looking puck. Puck, yeah, it is. Alright, so Wild going to be in the Western Conference, obviously, and that's a Central hit. Who's got the Central? George! George on the board with that one. George, there you go. Matt Zuccarello. Is he a former Ranger? I feel like he's a former Ranger. He is. He is a former New York Ranger. Look at me knowing something. Remember him playing some games against the Penguins. Yes, Adam, that's what I just said. Former Ranger. I love my daughter. As I should. It'd be really, really awful if I said I didn't. But I do. And that's a... She's a sweetheart. She's got one of the sweetest minds you could ever have. Minnesota, alright. That's Zuccarello. I always have to admit, I don't follow hockey like I used to. Like, I was a big hockey fan growing up. And just like I don't follow college football as much as I used to. When you get married, and I made a choice to not watch as much college football because I spend all Sunday watching the NFL. I don't watch as much hockey. That's one of the sports I pulled away from. Still follow it, but not as closely. Don't watch as many games to hear the pronunciations of names, which throws me for a loop sometimes. But I do love the sport. It's just the greatest difference between on TV and in person is hockey. In person, it's amazing. On TV, not the same vibes. HD definitely helped it a lot, though. All right, guys. Central with the guesses here. That is going out. Jeff, Mr. Hawks, you were in there. Who else has a little Central love here? Shauna. What up? Jesse. Kyle Style. Troy. And Jeff. Did I miss anybody? I think that's everybody. I have Jeff, Shauna, Jesse, Kyle, Troy, and Jeff. Did I miss anybody? How about a Wilkes-Barre Penguin game? I've seen some more of those lately. We get tickets donated to our school, and I take kids up to those games. Alright. I'm going to put together the 4 boxes right now. I've already pointed out that the whammy is a fun donated whammy. So we're going to have some fun with that. But we're gonna have some good stuff here. We'll have one potential monster, one absolutely potential monster here. Put the 4 boxes out there right now. We have a golden egg. We have the police. We have flowers. And we have a butterfly. What up, Angela? Alright. Top 3 unique names are going to get to pick a box here. Top 3 unique names. So obviously you can see we had like Thomas in here twice. If his name was 1 and 2, we would take 2, 1, 3, and 4. You know, we want 3 unique names to get a box of mystery here. There's 3. There's 4, 5, 6. One more makes it 7 times. We have Kevin. Okay, Kevin. I just want to make sure, Kevin, you are also go by Zachary, right? I just want to make sure I have the right person here. Troy and Jeff. Alright, so the 3 of you are going to get a box of mystery. I just want to make sure I have the right person when I say Kevin, you're the same person as Zachary. If you're not, totally okay. I just want to make sure I have the right lined up. So Kevin, Troy, and then Jeff. Kevin, Troy, and Jeff, you are each going to get a box of mystery. Troy picked the police. Go ahead and make your selection, guys. Troy. And that was Jeff Hawks. Going flowers, Angela. Oh, that's awesome, Angela. That's really cool. Alright, Kevin, sucker. We've got police, we've got flowers, and then we've got Kevin here. Hopefully Kevin's still here. I hope Jeff S. is still here because he's going to want to see this. Oh wait, Kevin's different. I'm thinking of somebody else. Kevin, I know you're different than... no wonder I was getting things confused. Kevin... Give him butterflies. Alright, Kevin. My brain is dumb. I knew that didn't sound up right. That I was saying Kevin and Zach are the same guy. The last names have the first few same letters. That's why it was throwing me off. Same first 3 letters. Alright. We're going to go with butterflies. Kevin, you are getting the butterflies from Thomas. Alright, Kevin's getting butterflies from Thomas. Oh, that was already picked. Alright. That means nobody picked the big egg, right? Alright, nobody picked the egg. Inside of the egg was the baseball hobby pack. Topps Heritage hobby pack. Alright, so no one's getting a hobby pack of baseball here. Now, Kevin... thanks to Thomas, you are going to get a pack of Prism Basketball. Prism Draft Picks Basketball 2022. Alright, Kevin, let's see what's in here. Prism Draft Picks 2022. How about a SGA? Johnny Davis. Andrew Nembhard, rookie on a Prism. That's not bad, Andrew Nembhard. Ty Washington rookie, and a Jaylen Brown. All right, got some nice vets, and then Johnny Davis, Andrew Nembhard, and Ty Washington rookies. All right, those will be going to Kevin. Then we had flowers to Jeff. Jeff, you're going to be happy with this. This is the potential for the monster. How about a 2020 rookie class, guaranteed to have an auto from a monster draft class? All right, Jeff. Let's see if we can get you a huge pull. Good luck here. Huge autograph potential right here. All right, well, you're going to like the back card. There's a Christian Wilkerson. You'll like that. Jonathan Taylor rookie. There's a Kamal Martin. A Jerry Jeudy rookie. We'll skip your auto. Kelly Bryant. And a Joey B rookie. Alright, so Joe Burrow rookie in there. And your autograph is a Christian Wilkerson. Christian Wilkerson. Same as that guy right there. Christian Wilkerson autograph rookie. Nothing huge, but you got some great rookies. Joey B and Jonathan Taylor. Alright, congrats, Jeff. Alright, Troy. Here we go. Troy. I hate to be the one, the bearer of bad news, Troy. But you just got the whammy. But remember, not all whammies are created equal. Because you just got an autograph from the actor that played Dennis the Menace. There you go. Dennis the Menace. That is Jay North. Jay North. So you got an autograph from Jay North. And this is actually a very short print. This is number 2 of 7. 2 of 7. And you can thank Mr. Jeff Sandhofer for this. Jeff Sandhofer donated this as a good luck a whammy tonight. I thought it was too nice to be a whammy. He was like, do it as a whammy. I'm like, all right, we'll do it. That is so cool. Number 2 of 7 on that. Short, very short print. Number 2 of 7. All right, very nice. I used to watch that show. We didn't have cable, and my grandfather would record it and then bring some of those over, and he'd make sure that they were the more appropriate ones. So I never saw some of the ones that I guess weren't as appropriate. I'd get Mr. Rogers, which he recorded, and we had basic, like not basic cable, but we had like the free cable stuff or whatever. We used to get that channel. Thomas, that I didn't know. That's actually really sad, but thank you for letting me know. Thank you, Jeff. See, and Jeff promised, though, he did say this will be a very cool whammy, and I said, I don't think it's a whammy, but I think it's very cool. I was like, I'll be happy to oblige. So, very cool. Very cool. And like I said, short print out of 7, so that's really neat. Alright, Troy, that's coming your way. Alright, give me a second here. Gotta just fix a couple things on my site. Alright. What's available? What is out there? Not a whole lot. Here's our upcoming break schedule. We're breaking this Friday, so we're going to go right back at it in a few days. And then we'll be breaking next Friday. But what is out there? A lot of things sold at. Alright, in the authentic full-size Duke football, we just have the Texans. Everything else, she gone. Then in the baseball bat break, it is one bat paired up with two Fanatics authenticated baseballs. We have the Diamondbacks, we have the Guardians, and we have the Rays. Like I said, this is the last chance ever to get the series of under wraps from Fanatics with me. Very, very lucky to be able to get those. Don't have any more. These are the last two baseballs. And then we have in the 2 jersey, 1 mini helmet break. It's a $3 break. We have the Rams, and that's it, guys. Just the Rams. So most of our stuff tonight sold out. Most of it sold out, but that's what's available at this point. All right, guys. Give me a moment to just get finished. You know what? No. Nope, not that break. It's this break here. All right, let me just get caught up on the orders that came in. We'll do this break. Like I said, just give me a moment to get caught up. This will take me like 20-25 seconds. We've got Alyssa, Jeff, and I think Aaron that I got to get caught up on. Maybe I have a couple of you already in there. All right, Aaron, I've got in there. Jeff, I think I have to put you with the Panthers. Thank you, Jeff. And then we've got Alyssa. What up, Alyssa? Hope you and Jake are doing well. Alyssa's got the Twinnies and the Cardinals. And then the Panthers. All right, guys. Let's do this break here. Let's do the baseball bat break. I'm going to refresh this. And you guys, all you have to do for this is give me 5 Major League Baseball players. 5 players, 1 line. If you guess a player that comes out of the baseballs, we're going to use these 2 balls here. Boxes 8 and 10. These are the 2 baseballs we're using. We know that for a fact. What we don't know are what bat we're going to use. What bat we are going to use here. I'm going to pull out the case. This is a brand new case. We're just going to cut open it. These things are very heavy, and they do accumulate a little dirt in the transportation on the box, but it's just a box. Alright. For this, the way it's going to work, I'm going to just give them the numbers now. It's just easier to do that, and then you can see. Give me a second here. We'll just place. Nah, why not? It's a little harder to do it this way, but we'll do it. Alright. Box. I hope you can see. Box 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Alright, so there's 1 through 6 right there. Alright, guys. Let's figure this one out. What's his name up? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you ever wonder why there's a name that shows up here, I copy and paste, and this is just to get rid of any formatting when I paste into the document for the name. So, if you're ever wondering. If you are wondering, that's it. If you weren't wondering, that's more info than you needed. Here's 6 times and 7. We're going to use bat number 3. Bat 3, guys. Alright, so bat number 3, it's going to be this guy. If I have enough room. So when is Dad Breaks going to have a get-together in Vegas? We need to have a Dad Break Vegas get-together, right? I don't know. Or like go to a Raiders game. I don't know. Maybe not a Raiders game. I don't know. Something fun. A sporting event or something. Go a watch party. I don't know. Something would be cool. Obviously the problem is it's cost for everybody to do it. But not a break. Just something fun. A hangout. Alright. Alright, I'll buy drinks for everybody. I don't know, something. It'll be fun. Alright, guys. We have Jake with the Diamondbacks, George with the Braves, Richard with the O's, Thomas has the Bo Sox, Adam with the Cubs, Gilbert's got the White Sox, Jeff with the Reds, Case has the Guards, Juan's got the Rocks, Case with the Tigers, Gilbert's got the Astros, Case has the Royals and the Angels, Adam's got the Dodgers, Troy's got the Marlins, Dudley's got the Brewers, Alyssa with the Twins, Rick's got the Mets, Case with the Yankees and the A's. We've got Daniel with the Phillies, Justin with the Pirates, Case with the Padres, Zachary's got the Giants, Richard with the M's, Adam's got the Cards, Jesse with the Rays and the Rangers, Mike is the Jays, and Rick going with the Nats. Meeting Hershey, I'm down with that. I will be close to Hershey next week. I'll be in Lancaster County and Westchester next week. Oh yeah, WrestleMania. Oh, Jeff, that sounds fun. I've actually never stayed at Planet Hollywood. I'm going to Nashville here in a couple weeks. We're taking our daughter. We're going to go to Nashville for just a couple days. You'll notice that there will be a break in the schedule here. We're actually going to go like 9 days, I think, without a break here. Even though we're only going to Nashville for like 2 days. Just the way my travel and then my work travel will work out. But we're going to go to Nashville. It'll be a lot different, but my in-laws are also going, so it'll be different, but it'll be fun. Alright, guys. Good luck. Everybody, no more guesses. Daniel, I've been to Kentucky. I saw the Kentucky Derby in 2020. I went there in a high school thing. I was in a high school event, and I actually saw the Kentucky Derby of all things. Not something I ever thought I'd see, especially as a teenager. I didn't get to enjoy any true mint juleps, but I had a good time. Dudley, let's go. Alright, box 8, guys, box 8. Let's do this. I was in Vegas in February of 2024? Last year, I think. I think we went to Vegas. My birthday's in February, so we've gone there before in Vegas. We're actually talking about having our fantasy baseball draft in Vegas in March next year. It won't happen, I can already tell you. Too many people to make that work, but it's a nice thought. I just know it won't work out. Alright, guys. This is box number 8. Box 8. Alright, we have seen this name before, so I know what team. Former MVP. Alright, former League AL MVP. Rawlings TriStar authenticated in Major League Baseball. 1974 AL MVP. A little Jeff Burrows. And that is a Texas Ranger. Alright, Jesse, that'll be coming your way. Father of the late Sean Burrows. The former huge prospect for the Padres. But here we go, former MVP Jeff Burrows. And Sean Burrows was a Little League World Series hero. So we saw a show in that dome last year. That was insane. It was just the house show. We didn't get to see like anything special. My in-laws saw the Wizard of Oz, and they said that was really, really cool. They went there like last month, 2 months ago. All right, so Sean Burrows, Jeff Burrows, I should say. Jeff Burrows, baseball. So my number one thing on my bucket list right now, guys, isn't even a sporting event. I really want to go see it. Oh, geez, there goes the baseball. I really want to see a concert at Red Rocks. That's like my number one thing on my bucket list is to see a concert at Red Rocks in Colorado, just outside of Denver. Not the Red Rocks that are in like Nevada, but down there in Colorado. That's my number one thing on my bucket list right now. Alright, guys, here we go. Ooh, Hall of Famer right here. Very, very nice. Oh, and a Hall of Fame baseball. I love it when we pull one of these. All right, so Rawlings autographed, TriStar authenticated, Major League Baseball, Baseball Hall of Famer, Raleigh Fingers. Raleigh Fingers. Great, great hit here for the Oakland Athletics. Case, very cool hit right there, Case. Raleigh Fingers. I love these kind of baseballs. Corey Dillon died. I just saw something with him talking about his days going from the Bengals to the Patriots. I literally just saw that not long ago. Man, a lot of guys are dying young here again. Especially football. Football running backs. Alright. Raleigh Fingers. Great hit. Juan, would you recommend it? Is it like, should I have it as my number one thing to do on my bucket list? What do you think? I literally just saw Corey Dillon on like a podcast or something talking about. So this must have been very unexpected because I recently saw him. Alright, let's get that Whopper out there. Whopper love. This is box 3, tube 3, last case. Last one we have, last case we have of Gold Rush, period, for baseball bats. Hopefully they release another product. If not, we'll figure something out here. Alright, guys. Hit. What a left-handed hitter. One of the best left-handed hitters in the game. Active player here. Alright, we have from the Houston Astros outfielder slash DH, but mostly a outfielder when he's healthy. Yordan Alvarez. Yordan Alvarez. Great hit right there, Gilbert. What a hit, Gilbert. Yordan Alvarez. Terrific hitter. And that is going to be Beckett on our authentication. On Yordan Alvarez. Yeah, cool place. All right. It's my number one thing. As a sports guy, like, if I had the money, my number one thing would be to go see. I would love to go visit every single state. My grandfather, who did not grow up wealthy or ever have a ton of money, but thanks to the military, he literally in his life went to every state except Alaska in his life. And shortly after his passing, my dad's stepsister, from when my dad's mother died at a young age, my grandfather remarried, went to Alaska on a cruise just to help fulfill, kind of like going to every state in his memory. So I thought that was pretty cool. I think it'd be cool to go on a road trip to all 50 states. Maybe 49 states by vehicle. That'd be cool. Gilbert, that's awesome. Yeah, I don't think of you as a baseball bat guy. So when I actually saw you earlier on that, I actually took a double pause because have you bought many baseball spots from me in general? I know at least lately it hasn't been. But very cool and a great hitter. All right, did we have any correct guesses? No correct guesses. Hawaii isn't at the top of my bucket list, but it is for my wife and daughter, so I would go. Alright, here's the way this is going to work. It is going to be a 50-50 chance at something really nice or a whammy, alright? 50-50 chance at something really nice or a whammy, alright? So we have silver and we're going to have gold. I am going to literally take, we've had some good chatter going on here. Hello the Dad Break community. Every comment that came in, I'm just going to take all these comments from like the last 10-15 minutes and I'm putting it in here, and the top name is going to get the chance here at a 50. Look at that, I took a lot of comments. It has to be a name though, it has to show up as a name. Alright, and the top name on the 7th time here, and I'll move down if I have to move down, like I'm in Chatsworth wouldn't count, but Thomas Sweeney would. Has to be a name. Top name on the 7th time here is going to tell me gold or silver. Alright, gold or silver. Alright, Dudley. Dudley, it's coming to you. Alright, Dudley. See, there were 7 times. Dudley, you're going to tell me gold or silver. Something really, really nice or a whammy. Alright, Dudster. Wait, Jake guessed correct? Well, guess what, Jake? If he guessed the bad thing, you're going to get the good thing. I don't remember which it was, but Jake, you're going to get something good. I'll just make sure of that. I don't remember if he guessed the bad thing or not. Oh no, that's my bad. But Dudley's still going to get something. And Jake, I'm going to be able to tell you by lifting it up. Well, let's just figure this out. Alright. He went gold. Is that right? Alright, Dudley went gold. So Jake, you're not going to get this, because I want to give you a hit. Because Dudley got a nice something here. Alright, Jake. Jake, I am going to put 2 really nice boxes together for you here. Because I can't give you a whammy, and I can tell you right now that Dudley did not get the whammy, so I can't give you the whammy because you guessed correctly. Alright. Here's what nobody's getting. Nobody's getting a pair of Iron Man socks. Sorry. Even if you really like this, nobody's getting the whammy. That's just how the game ends. Alright. Nobody's getting the whammy. Jake, you have to tell me, do you want babes or butterfly? Babes or butterfly? Well, Jake tells us that we're going to open up this box, because this box is going out to Dudley. And Dudley, you are getting a Leaf Trinity Mega Box 2024. 1 memorabilia card and 2 steel cards coming out of here, Dudley. You pulled a really, really nice one right here. And Jake is going with the babe. So Jake, that means you passed up on a 30 card 2022 Donruss baseball card pack. Alright, Jake. Jake, you're going to be happy with this. We're going to open up Jake's first. Jake just got a proof pack with a guaranteed 1-of-1 card coming out of that. Alright, so a couple Leaf stuff coming out of here. That is Jake's. This will be Dudley. Let me get a can opener. Open some whoop ass. Let's go. Alright, this is Jake's. Jake, we're going to give this a cut. Pull this out. Look at this. Look at this 1-of-1 pre-production proof. That is Crider Montero. Crider Montero coming out of there. And I think we're frozen. Alright. I was frozen. Now you can see me. Jake, you got a 1-of-1 Kreider Montero proof. Sorry if you didn't hear it or see it or any of this. I opened it up. I apologize. Transparency is always my goal. Technology, not my favorite thing at times. But here we go. You're going to get this Kreider Montero 101 pre-production proof coming your way. Okay, Jake? Alright, congrats. And then check this out, Dudley. Here we go. Trinity 2024 Leaf product. This is a very, very popular product right now. Alright, open this up. Fresh box. Alright, this pack, let's give it an open. One memorabilia, 2 steel cards coming out of here. Alright, Angel Gano. That is a steel, Angel Gano. And that is number 3 of 3. That's a very short print. Number 3 of 3, Angel Gano. But that is number 3 of 3 right there on a short print. That's so cool. Jose De Paula steel card, and that is numbered to 99. That's 41 of 99 on that steel card. Then we have James Tibbs on a memorabilia card. Christian Campbell, one of the Red Sox best prospects. James Tibbs right there, the third. Same as your memorabilia card. Memorabilia, game-worn piece of memorabilia. Player-worn. James Tibbs. Bryce Cunningham. Joshua DePaula. It's not, I'm going to say Joshua. It's Josue. Jose. I don't know how to say that name. I will eventually. DePaula. There's a Jordan Lawler. A Sebastian Walcott. 2 huge shortstop prospects, Diamondbacks and Rangers respectively. And Dakota, don't call me Michael Jordan. Alright, very cool. Alright, Dudley, those cards come your way. Alright, guys. The Dudster. The Dudorino. June and Dudley, thank you guys. You each bought spots respectively. Dudley, I've got you with the Guardians of the Galaxy. And then June, I've got you with the Rams. Alright, guys. Let me see something here. Alright, just a real quick reminder. In the bat and 2-ball break, both for Max, we just have the Diamondbacks remaining and the Rays. Diamondbacks and Rays, 2 of baseball's newest teams, actually. Diamondbacks have some really nice hits. If you're wondering, you can look at the checklist here, and it lists all the possible hits as well. So the checklist lists their potential hits. For the football, we just have the Texans. C.J. Stroud possibility, I believe, in there as well. Alright, guys, that's it. That's everything. Let's go. Let's do mini helmet by team. And we have a 3-box break. 1 jersey, 2 jerseys, and 1 mini helmet. We know it's actually going to be box 12. It's the last one from the case, so it's going to be this guy right here. What we don't know, what 2 jerseys we're going to be rolling with. We have boxes 1 and 2 on the table. We have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 here as possibilities. Alright, guys. Let's go into random.org, figure this out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, 7 times. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Alright, we're going to have boxes 6 and 7 here. 6 and 7. Oh, God, don't say that around teenagers. 6'7", 6'7". Hey, look, hey guys, 6'7", 6'7". Teachers out there or parents of teenagers, you get it. The rest of you, it's a good thing if you don't. I am very fortunate. My daughter thinks it's the dumbest thing ever, so if we even say it or joke it, she gets mad. I'm like, okay, I am perfectly fine with you being mad that someone says that, because I can't stand it either. Alright guys, I'm going to have everybody out there, you are going to give me, let's see, one NFL team. That's all I have to do, one NFL team. Yeah, it literally means nothing. It's like a social media or YouTube thing, like a YouTuber. No, Dudley, that's funny. Alright guys, we have Alyssa with the Cardinals, Aaron with the Falcons, Stacy's got the Ravens, John's got the Buffalo Bills here. What up, John? Jake's got the Panthers, Larry's got the Bears, Mike has the Bungles, Juan's got the Brownies, Larry's got the Boys, Jeff has the Brownies, here comes Aaron with the Lions, Mike has the Pack Attack and the Texans, Jeff has the Colts, Dennis Dixon with the Jaguars. I just wanted to say that. Welcome to the big show. Dennis has the Jags. We have Daniel with the Chiefs, Case with the Raiders, Dudley with the Chargers, June with the Rams, Scott's got the Dolphins, Stacy with the Vikes, Mike's got the Pats, Justin's got the Saints, here comes William with the G-Man, Chris has the Jets, Daniel's going fly, Eagle fly, Juan's got the Steelers, Larry's got the Niners, here comes Jesse with the Seahawks, Case with the Bucks, Chris with the Titans, and Jeff taking his time sitting on the commode. Alright guys, no more guesses. Let's go. Here we go, big hit, oh yeah, let's go. 6, 7, ah, 6, 7, ah. Alright, 6. This is one of those just gotta rip the heck out of it, cut it, and then ship it. Give it its cut, and then there's almost no point of the second seal because they just sealed the heck out. Oh, very nice Dolphins hit here, guys. Look at this. Look at that. That is a great hit. All right, Mr. Taylor, defensive lineman from Pittsburgh, actually, too. All right. So Jason Taylor, he went to Miami? Is that where did he go to college? Where did he go to school? He went to Akron? That I didn't know he went to Akron. He's from Woodland Hills out here in Pittsburgh. I did not know he went to Akron. And I remember him going to the Jets. I did not remember him going to the Redskins. He went from the Dolphins to Redskins, back to the Dolphins, then to the Jets, then to the Dolphins. I did not remember the Redskins. I remember the Jets, though. Hall of Famer right there. Great pull. Alright, so that is a Dolphin hit, and the Dolphins in this break are Scott. Scott, Miami Dolphins. There you go. Jason Taylor. That is JSA on the authentication. Alright, box 7. 6. Now we go to 7. Alright, cut there. And then just rip it. Basically, rip it and recycle. Oh, this is awesome. This is awesome. How about this? Clark Griswold, a.k.a. Chevy Chase for the Chicago Bears. Clark Griswold, Chevy Chase. That's awesome for the Bears. Larry, what a hit. What a hit. JSA on the authentication. What a hit. All right, Chevy Chase. We're going. It's getting almost Christmas time too. Chevy Chase jersey, Larry. That's awesome. It kills me that Chevy Chase is like 80 years old too. That just kills me. Like Christmas Vacation, he's still going to be like late 30s, early 40s. I guess he's in his 40s in that movie, but it feels like late 30s when I watch it. All right, here we go. Here we go. Let's go. Oh yeah. Woo-hoo. Box 12. Box 12 sealed up all the way around. Let's cut into it. Last one from the case. Brand new case on Friday on these. And if you're wondering, I do have the stuff set to go as soon as the break ends tonight. Oh, here we go. We haven't pulled much of this guy. One of the scariest players in my lifetime to watch play. One of the scariest players from the Pittsburgh Steelers. How about this? James Harrison. James Harrison on the hit right there. On a sweet looking flash helmet. Pittsburgh Steeler James Harrison. One. That is so cool. Tough as nails guy right there. Alright. We had some great hits. Chevy Chase, Jason Taylor, and James Harrison. Steelers, Bears, and Dolphins. Oh, 99 yards of flashbacks on that bad boy. Sorry, Jake, I'm not rubbing it in. But Larry Fitzgerald almost caught him. Almost caught up to him. And it would have been a penalty if he did, because he stepped out of bounds. You can't do that to come back in and tackle the guy, because he was tackling him from out of bounds, I should say. Speaking of Vegas, I was in Vegas right before. Like, I literally came back 2 days before, I think, from Vegas. So we came back like that Friday before that Super Bowl. Angela! Jake, that is random. Were you living out that way in military? What was that? Because compared to where you live now, that seems really random. But I was at my in-laws' house for that game. And we had a lot of ties to Larry Fitzgerald, too. So, alright, so we got Bears, Dolphins, and Steelers. Bears, Dolphins, and Steelers. Alright, for the guesses. Jake had the Steelers. Thomas had the Steelers. Jesse and Troy had the Bears, and Gilbert had the Dolphins. Good guesses on this one. George with the Steelers. Alright, I think it's everybody. I think we have Thomas, Jake, Gilbert, Troy, Jesse, and George with the correct guesses. I thought you said Paul Blart for a second, the mall cop guy. I was like, Paul Blart? Can't wait! Hey, Angela. Hey, no Who Days after last week. No Who Days after last week. Alright, guys. We'll do 2 hits. hits and one whammy here. 2 hits, 1 whammy. Alright, 2 hits, 1 whammy. Seven times. Here goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Gilbert! Alright, Gilbert, you get to pick a box of mystery here. Alright, Gilbert, which box are you going to pick? And I have to pick which break. We did this one. Alright, Gilbert. Silver, gold, or butterfly? Alright, Gilbert. Gilbert's going silver. Alright, that means you passed up on the butterfly. Inside the butterfly was a jumbo pack of Chronicles football. Jumbo Chronicles 2021. Alright, so we missed out on a Jumbo Chronicles pack. Then you passed up on the whammy. The whammy was a Funko, and the Funko actually was shipped to me in one of these protectors. And your Funko was, check this out, from Marvel, Cap Gwen right there, from Marvel. So missed out on that. Yeah, not all whammies created equal. All right, but you are getting this, Gilbert. How about this? How about a chance for a nice rookie? How about a Donruss Optic 2016 pack? Donruss Optic 2016. All right, let's go. Chance for something big. 2016 Donruss Optic. All right, Kid Reporter, and then Don't Steal Me card. All right, how about a David Johnson? And there is a little stick here. DJ. Brandon Cooks. How about a parallel Ashawn Robinson Prism, Silver Prism. Ashawn Robinson rated Prism. And Laquan Treadwell, rated rookie. Laquan Treadwell. There was a lot of hope and promise for him as a top draft pick for the Vikings. Didn't really perform, though. All right. Did get a Silver Prism out of that, though. Those are the tough ones. You never know. You could get something massive, but nothing huge, unfortunately. I've already paid for the product, so I'm rooting for the huge thing. I'd rather get a Staubach jersey, but that's just me. All right. Hope you guys are well. Let's do a little figurine love. Alright, let's do the figurine break. Alright. This is going to be for one jersey, one figurine, and one photo. You guys are going to put in the chat one letter from the alphabet. One letter from the alphabet. If you're looking for a spot spill or still, go head over to dad-breaks.com. Check it out. Alright, this is going to be helping us figure out which. This is a football series, too. Totally just opened the wrong case here. Totally. You guys are going to have to bear with me. It's going to be about 30 seconds here. I have to go downstairs and get the right case. I just realized this is a football case and not a multi-sport. Alright, guys. Brand new case here. Sealed up. The correct one. Let's just move that back there. Gonna give that a cut right, maybe down there. Alright, so I grab my trusty marker. Create a cheat sheet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Alright. We're gonna just start. We're gonna number this one 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and there we go, number 10. 1 through 10 right here. Let's go into random.org to see which number we're going to be using. Six, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Number 2. Number 2. All right. So take out number 2. These will be ready for future breaks. Cross it off my cheat sheet. Now we got to figure out jersey. I have boxes 1, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 3, 4, and 5 for our jersey. 1, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. Box 4. Bring on box number 4. Right there. Adios, numero uno. And then for the figurine, box 1 is on the table. We also have 4, 7, and 8. 1, 4. What? Wait. Didn't look great by doing it like that. 1. Now we can go back. 1, and then it's this one. 1, 4, 8, and 7. 2 times, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Alright, box 4 here, friends. Grab box 4. Box 4. Adios, numero uno. Alright, guys. Let's figure out who's got what break. If this was the 7th time, George would have the letter A and Jeff would have the letter Z, but we're going to go get crazy with this and switch it all up. Alright, 7 times. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. Mark's going to have the letter A. Thomas is going to have the letter Z, hoping for that Zendaya hit or a Zalapsky. Alright. Or Ben. We had a nice hit the other day. Ben Zobrist came out of the Z the other day. Alright, so let's go in. And then let's hit refresh. Alright. Mark has the letter A. And if you guys didn't yet, you can give me a letter. Mark has the letter A, Daniel the letter B, Aaron the letter C, Chris has D, Rick has E, George has F, Thomas has G, June has H, George has I and J, Aaron has K, George has J, let's see, George has L, June has M, Daniel has N, George has OP, you know me, Jake has Q, Mark has R, Thomas has S, Aaron has T, George has U, Thomas has V, Rick has W, George has X, Jeff has Y, and Thomas has Z. No more guesses and any trades. I'm going to give 10 seconds for a trade. Jake is willing to trade it if anybody's interested. Alright, not seeing enough chatter to make it worthwhile, so no trades. No trades. Alright, let's go, let's go. Big hit. Oh yeah, headliner, let's go. I want to see that one. Oh yeah. Alright guys, here we go. This was box number 2. Box number 2. This is great. This is great. From the Toronto Blue Jays. This team's going to the World Series. He's not on the Blue Jays now, but he is in this picture. Frank Thomas. Frank Thomas wearing a Blue Jays uniform. That's actually really cool. How often do you see Frank Thomas in a Blue Jays uniform? That'll be the letter T. Aaron, there you go. Hall of Famer Frank Thomas. Frank Thomas going out to Aaron. There you go. Nice hit, Aaron. Not every day do you see a Frank Thomas Blue Jay item. Alright, box 4. Box 4. Here we go! Let's go! Hall of Famer! Oh yeah! Well, they're all Hall of Famers. Alright, secondary seals down there. Cut into this area, see what we got. Alright, how about this? The letter D, Joe Dumars, Detroit Piston legend. Joe Dumars. That's going out to Chris. Chris, there we go. Joe Dumars on a Beckett authenticated Joe Dumars jersey. Pistons. They roll. Alright, Chris. Joe Dumars. Jersey. Beckett on the authentication there. Alright, guys. It's figurine time. Whopper it up. Box 4. Yeah! Yum yum! Whopper! Box 4 sealed up. All the way around. Figurine. Not guaranteed to be a... I would say 95% of these have been... 93% of these have been... Funkos from this series, but not all, and I kind of like that they're not always a Funko because it's kind of neat to see something else, but we'll see what we got. Cut down here. I am leaning Funko on this. I am leaning Funko. I think it is a Funko here. We'll find out. We're going to cut into that area. Alright, we'll pull. It is a Funko, so we'll see what's coming out of here. It is a Funko. Oh, wait, hold on. I don't know who plays the voice, actually. This is really cool. The enemy, or friend, depending which one you watch, of this guy. But check this out. We have Sonic the Hedgehog. Sonic the Hedgehog here, and I'm going to have to look this up, because that's JSA on our authentication. And, oh, so the cert is back here. But this is going to be Sonic the Hedgehog. And I'm going to have to see who this is autographed by, because I actually don't know who Sonic was. I know a lot of the other characters. Maybe it was one of the other characters from Sonic, but we'll find out. Great, so JSA AV00. Oh, wait, hold on. I got to use... different. It doesn't work. Is right on here. AV 0025. I think I did that right. Ben Schwartz. May the Schwartz be with you. Alright, so Ben Schwartz. Do I know who Ben Schwartz is? We're going to find out if I know. That guy definitely looks familiar. He looks more familiar there than he does there. He looks way older than that. He's around my age, though. Ben Schwartz. May the Schwartz... Oh, Parks and Rec. That's why I know the guy. Alright, Ben Schwartz. Alright, so Ben Schwartz. The letter S. That is going out to Thomas. Thomas, congratulations. Ben Schwartz is coming your way. And that is a Sonic the Hedgehog autograph Funko. It's really cool. Congrats, Thomas. Thomas, that's a good luck charm right before your surgery. Alright guys, we hit DST. DST or DTS. Alright. DST for our guesses here. Jersey. Alright, so Aaron's got it. Jones has it. What up, Jones? DST. Dad and Will's got it. Dudster's got it. Troy has it. Alright guys, I have Aaron, Jones, Dad and Will, Dudley, and Troy with the correct guesses here. Alright guys. Let me get the boxes of mystery here. Also, all new mystery items. Alright, 2 hobby packs here and 1 whammy. 2 hobby packs and 1 whammy. Alright, so we had that. Thomas, congrats. We have a garbage and then we have silver. Alright. Too many lucos at Asavisa. Alright, top name, picking a box of mystery. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Jones! Alright, Jones, you get to pick a box here. Alright, friend. Silver, gold, or trash? Alright, Jones. Feeling trash, but let's be golden. Is that your final answer? I will let you consult with Jeff if that should be your final answer or not. I will let you consult with Jeff. Should he go with trash or should he go with gold, Jeff? Jeff, you give him the right consultation. He's going with the trash. All right. Well, I'm going to tell you right now. Gold. At a hobby pack. A Topps Heritage 2020 hobby pack. So you missed out on one of the hobby packs. I'm going to tell you that right now. Then Jones. You missed out on the whammy. Whammy. Because inside of silver, it was that Funko. Alright, so you missed out on Cat Gwen Funko from Marvel. Jones, you're going to be extremely happy. Because you have a chance at a Joe Burrow autograph rookie. Let's go. Guaranteed autograph rookie from that 2020 draft class. Second one of the night. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Come on. Here we go. Big hit. Let's go. Alright, huge opportunity here. Raymond Calais. Sage Lewis. Trey Minter. Kelly Bryant. We'll skip the auto. Kyle Duggar. DeAndre Swift. Your autograph is a Shane Zalestra. Shane Zalestra is your autograph rookie. So at least a name we are familiar with, Shane Zalestra, but unfortunately not one of the huge potential names. Alright, so Shane Zalestra and company coming your way there, Jones. We tried. We tried. Alright, guys, no worries. Alright, just a quick reminder. Still have a couple spots remaining. Diamondbacks and Texans. Diamondbacks and Texans remain. Everything else is sold out. Diamondbacks and Texans. You know what? If someone buys both of those spots, if one person buys both spots, I will give them a. Where is this? I thought I had it. Maybe not. Well, I'm about to promise something I can't find. There we go. I will give somebody a hobby pack with a guaranteed auto. You get to buy both spots. 2020 draft class. Alright. Steve bought one of them. Steve, if you buy the other one, this 2020 draft class pack is coming your way. 2022 draft class. And I got the wrong. This one right here. 2022 draft class, Steve. Steve is the only one that has the opportunity now. If you're not interested, no worries, Steve. But I figured I'd at least toss that your way if you buy both spots. Since I saw you bought one right after I was making that offer. Alright, so I've got Jeff and Steve. And you know what? You both bought a spot here to end the night. Why don't I do this? Why don't I each give you something? Alright, let's see. I'll give you each something. Jeff got the Hawks. Wait, Jeff got the Texans. Let's put you in there, Jeff. And then Steve, you got the Diamondbacks. Alright, so you're each. I'm going to give you each something for helping me close the night out. Alright. Let's do this. Something simple. Nothing huge. each get something simple. Alright. I'm going to give a Score 2022 pack to Jeff and a Topps Update 2021 pack to Steve. Alright, so Steve and Jeff closing me out. I want to thank you. So I'm going to give you each something. Steve gets the baseball and Jeff gets the football. Jeff, you bought the last one. We'll start out with you. Alright, Mr. Hawks, this is your football pack. You closed out the evening. Let's see if you get something nice out of here. Travarius Ward. There's Hall of Famer Charlie Joyner, Carson Palmer, Xavier Howard, Colt for a hot minute, Mark Gastineau, Jonathan Taylor, Leonard Fournette, a rookie of Matt Corral, Federian Mathis. There's a Wan'Dale Robinson rookie. There you go. Peyton Manning, first ballot. That's a great pack for a Colts fan. And a Mac Jones. But you got Jonathan Taylor and Peyton Manning. All right, Jeff, those cards coming your way, Mr. Hawks. And then Steve, we'll throw this Topps card pack your way, Steve. Just for helping me close the evening out. A little something for you guys. All right, Steve. Hard to read these, but we'll go for it. Mr. Diaz. There is Ryan Mountcastle. There's an Albert Pujols. That is Tariq Skubal, rookie. That's a great pull. Tariq Skubal, rookie. Freddie Peralta. Jan Gomes. That is Ragnar Odor. Dexter Fowler. Ty France. Vlad Jr. going to the Worldie. How about a Jacob deGrom on a throwback? A Drew Pomeranz came back this year strong. Joakim Soria. There is a rookie debut. A Spencer Howard. Rookie combo. And who is that? Jorge Diaz. Alright, there you go. Steve and Jeff, a little something for each of you. Nice little Tariq Skubal rookie in that one there. Alright, hey, you guys are always welcome. Hey, Steve, no worries. Hope all is well. Alright, here's what we'll do. Let's do this break. Let me refresh this. We'll do the Duke football bat, and then we'll end it with the authentic helmet. Alright, guys. Duke football time. Alright, it is going to be this Duke football. It is box 20. It's going to be paired up with one jersey. You guys out there, for the football only, all you have to do is give me an NFL division. It has to come out of the football and football only. One NFL division, no matter what comes out of jersey, won't matter. It's only based on the football. You're going to give me an NFL division. Alright, I have box 1 as our placeholder. We also have 2, 3, 6, and 9. 1, 2, 3, 6, and 9 as possibilities here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Alright, box 3 here, guys. Box number 3. Let me cross out number 3 on the cheat sheet as well. Alright, so here comes box black bag 3. Replaced by black bag 1. Replacing, let's say. And then we have box 20 on the football. Alright, guys, in this break, Gilbert's looking to stay hot with the Cardinals. Dudley's got the Falcons. Jake's got the Ravens. Here comes Mike with his Bills. Alyssa with the Panthers. Mark's got the Bears. George has the Bungles. Mike has the Brownies. Jeff has the Boys and the Broncos. Stacy's got the Lions. Gilbert's got the Pack Attack. Steve's got the Texans. Jeff with the Colts. Dennis with the Jags. Todd's got the Chiefs. William's got the Raiders. Gilbert's got the Chargers. Dave has the Rams. Gilbert with the Dolphins. Stacy's got the Vikes. Tom's got the Pats. Trace has the Saints. Tom has the Giants. Adam's got the Jets. Daniel with the Fly Eagle Fly. Mark's got them Stillers. Jeff with the Niners. Steve with the Seahawks. Jeff has the Bucks. Chris with the Titans. And George sitting on the commode. Alright, guys. No more guesses. Remember, guesses for the football and football only. Alright, we're going to give it a little tap here. A little good luck tap on the jersey. We're going to give it a cut across there. Alright, seeing a Tampa Bay Buccaneer. Tampa Bay Buccaneer. How about this? We have former Super Bowl champion Dexter Jackson. Dexter, or not, maybe, yeah, I don't know. But either Tampa Bay Buccaneer, Dexter Jackson. Alright. Jeff, there you go. Don't murder me. This is just a Dexter Jackson, not Dexter. Alright, Dexter Jackson, Buccaneers, DB, coming your way. Was he the Super Bowl MVP? I was thinking that, and then I was like, I think so, and then I'm like, I don't know. Alright guys, here we go. This is box 20, sealed up. Here's the front, here's the back, here's your cut. Alright, cut here, cut there, but you want to see that sealed up as well. This is what your divisional guesses were good for, this box right here. Certificate of authenticity info. There's a football. Oh, it's going to be interesting. Will there be a team on here or not? I'm very curious to see if there's a team on here. Very, very curious. If not, he might be starting this week. No team. All right, no team. So it's going to be based on the team he's currently with, and he might start due to injury. All right, we have a Wilson, National Football League, Roger Goodell, the Duke, from the Washington Commanders. Look at that. Marcus Mariota. Marcus Mariota coming out of here on a hit for the Commanders. And this is Panini authenticated. All right, so you have a Panini authentication of a Marcus Mariota autograph Wilson football right there. And it's certified right there as well. Marcus Mariota. Yeah, if you're going to display a ball, I love autographs like that. Alright, George. That'll make up for the Funko disappointment tonight. Mariota football. Alright, so that'll be an NFC East hit, guys, for the guesses. NFC East. I'll leave that out there for a moment. Love the size signature on that. Alright. NFC East for your guesses. Alright, so we got Mike and Jones with the correct guesses. George has the correct guess, as does Daniel. Dad and Will with the correct guess. Alright, those are the 5 names I see. Jones, Mike, Daniel, George, Dad, and Will. I'm going to take this off so I can replace it with the ability to put out there. That's what she said. The boxes of mystery. So it was football, huh? Alright, we're going to do the same deal. Trash, silver, and gold. Trash, silver, and gold. Alright, 7 times. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Alright, David, there you go. Dad and Will getting a box of mystery. Here we go. Which break did we just do? This one. Alright, David. Steve, did you hit anything earlier? I don't think you did. You might have, but I don't. Did he? See, I can't even remember. I'll have to go look. Yes, Jake says, let's go. Dad and Will, David. Jones. Gold. Alright, go with the gold. Alright, Mr. Jones. That means you passed up on the trash. And inside the trash was not 1, but 2 packs of cards. So we have a 2023 Absolute Football Gravity Pack and a 2019 Prism Draft Picks Football Pack. Then you passed up on silver. And inside of silver was the whammy. And inside of here were not 1, but 2 skulls with a little bit of petal decoration on each skull. So a little Halloween love, little petals decorating these bad boys. Alright, so you missed out on the quote-unquote whammy. That means, David, you got the golden box, and inside the golden box was a pack of Contenders Football 2021. Alright, Contenders Football 2021, let's go. You have a Adam Thielen, Nick Chubb, Fletcher Cox, Brandon Cooks, King Julio, Joey Basso, Stephon Diggs, and you're going to end it here with a little Mark Brunell. Mark Brunell coming your way. All right, David, toss those your way. We have 2 breaks remaining here. Steve, you did hit. Steve, you did hit. Alright, so I'm going to let you know. Should I tell you what you hit, or should I tell you what break you hit it on? You hit it on the full-size helmet early on in the evening. The full-size Gold Rush helmet. It was the jersey. Not to get your hopes up too much, but it was the jersey. Are you sure, Dad? Well, I don't mind. I'll send them your way. Well, that was a very nice gesture. I will put a note here to send to Jones. That was a nice gesture, David. Alright. Give me 1 second here. Gotta add this, and then we're gonna do the bat break next. Wanted to make sure I had Dudley. I think it was Dudley with the Rays. Yep. Sure is. Alright. I'm not sure if it's going to show, but we'll refresh these. Alright. The two baseballs that we're going to use, we know for a fact it's going to be box number 2 and 5. These are the last two I have from the whole Fanatics collection. I'm going to put them up here. So I gotta get my bat case, brand new, two brand new cases tonight. All right, 2 brand new cases. We're gonna just bring it out like that, and let's just get into it. You guys, for me, put in the chat 5 Major League Baseball players, 5 players. If you guess the player that comes out of any of these boxes, you'll get a chance at a box of mystery. No whammies, and we got some big hits possible. Alright, so this will be bat 4, bat 3, maybe this will be bat 2, and bat 1. Oop, oop, oop. Well, if they don't want to fall over. Alright, get that case out of here. Let me give these guys some numbers. Alright, bat number 1, bat number 2, bat number 3, and bat number 4. Alright, so those are the bats in this break. We know which ball we're using. We don't know which bat. One, 2, 3, 5, 6, and 7 times. Bat number 2. Bat number 2. This guy right there. And these guys come out. Let me put these in the corner of the den, and we'll figure this out. Alright, guys. In our break, we've got Steve with the Diamondbacks. If you haven't put a guess in yet, give me 5 players on one line. We have Steve with the Diamondbacks, Shirlene with the Braves, Richard with the O's, Thomas has the Red Sox, Daniel with the Cubs, Jeff with the White Sox, Angel with the Reds, Dudley with the Guardians of the Galaxy, Juan with the Rocks, Tom's got the Tigers, Jeff has the Astros, Alyssa with the Royals, here comes Jeff with the Angels and the Dodgers, Troy's got the Marlins, Mark's got his Brewers in this, not his, but the Brewers, Bruce with the Twins, Juan's got the Mets, Case with his Yanks, Christian's got the A's, Daniel with the Phillies, Justin with the Pirates, Aaron with the Padres, Zachary's got the Giants, Aaron with the M's, Case has the Cards, Dudley with the Rays, Alyssa with the Rangers, Steve has the Jays, And Dudley with the Nets. Man, how about those Jays? I'm not going to lie. I am rooting for the Blue Jays. As much... And here's the thing. It's because of not even a small market, but they're smaller than the Dodgers. But there's not a player really on the Dodgers I don't like. That's the problem I have with this World Series. As much as I want to call them like the evil empire, you know, the Yankee rivalry type thing with the Red Sox a few years back, not a player I dislike on the Dodgers. But it's just that whole, you know, gotta go with the smaller market type of thing. Granted, it's a big market, but not as big as like LA, obviously. Go rooting for the Blue Jays. Sorry, Jake. Sorry. I have no problem with the single player on the Dodgers, though. So cheers. Alright, guys. No more guesses here. Touche on that, Jake. Touche on that. It does say NL on it, doesn't it? Yeah, Shohei's. It's amazing that we are most likely living in an era with the greatest baseball player of all time is playing. Like, to me, that almost gives me like chills type of feeling. It's like saying that you lived during the Babe Ruth era and you knew it like was special. That's how special Shohei is. All right, guys. Reminder, before I finish opening this, let me go up, and this is something that's a reminder, and I'm going to post it. Sure. It's listed here. Important, this break has one major role unique to this specific break. The baseballs will be awarded to the team designated by the team on the checklist provided by Fanatics. So Juan Soto is a Yankees hit. Alright, but Cody Bellinger is a Cubs hit. For the bats, we will use our traditional, team and games play type of thing. So we'll have to rely on this if we need to, okay? So just a reminder in case we need to refer back to that. Alright, guys. Take this off. Here we go. First baseball. Fanatics. Here's the ball. Let me get the name. Alright, this is going to be interesting. This is going to be based on, unless there's a team on here, based on the team he ended the season with. Alright, here we go. Even though it says World Series champs, there's no team listed here. Alright, it's going to be... Well, wait. No, we go by the rule. So, it's going to be Fanatics, Authenticated, Rawlings, Major League Baseball. Guys, we have a Los Angeles Dodger hit right here. Based on the rule, Walker Buehler. I'm losing my mind. I almost said it was a Philly hit because that's who he ended with. But it's going to be based on the checklist. And Walker Buehler is a Dodger hit. And it's on a Dodger World Series baseball. Walker Buehler. Jeff having a night. Keep that palette coming to Jeff. All right, Jeff, congratulations. Little Walker Buehler coming your way. All right, so that is going to be going out to the Dodgers because that's based on checklist, and it's a 2024 product. So I know for a fact it would be the Dodgers. Buehler. Oh, he was so good. So good in his prime. Even last year in the playoffs, he showed some really good stuff. Not much during the season, but there were times in the playoffs last year he was looking really good, which is what I think the Red Sox were really hoping for whenever they signed him. Alright, box five, sealed up all the way around. Alright, here we go. Last ball from the whole series. Ah, what a hit. And this will be based on team, and I have to look. I feel like it's going to be a National League team, though. All right, Fanatics Authenticated. Major League Baseball. I believe we're going to have a Cardinals hit. But I'll have to check because I don't think he was with the Yankees last year, right? Yeah, Rizzo was. This is Paul Goldschmidt. Paul Goldschmidt. And I believe it's going to be a Cardinal hit here. So let me double check. Either way, Case has the Cardinals and the Yankees. So Case, this one's coming your way. But it's Paul Goldschmidt. Talk about a great player in their prime. Still not even a bad player now. Not obviously a great player anymore, but... Alright, Paul Goldschmidt. Alright, so... Same as Cardinal. Why was he not a Cardinal? So is it a Yankee? What team do they have Paul Goldschmidt with? Am I stupid? Did he play with somebody last year that I forget? Am I not seeing his name? I don't see Paul. Who did he play with last year that I'm forgetting? What? Alright. I'm gonna have to go read the chat here. Because clearly I either am stupid or... Specialty? Is it a specialty ball? Nolan Arenado. Did they just not put him in the checklist? Inscribed. Paul Goldschmidt, St. Louis. It's not even inscribed, but he's on the inscribed checklist. That was weird. Is this inscribed? That is bizarre. That's definitely a Paul Goldschmidt, and it's a Cardinal hit. So it's a Cardinal because it's based on 2024. This was a 2024 end of the. They put it out at the end of the 2024 season, so that's why I say based on the checklist, because there is a checklist, and it's too confusing to have multiple roles and then have a team listed, actually literally listed on a checklist. So either way, it was a Cardinal or Yankee in case had it, but that was really bizarre that it wasn't listed because it's not inscribed. Fun fact, Paul Goldschmidt's brother or cousin apparently lives in my neighborhood. I don't know enough about the family. My neighborhood has like 100 houses in it, so large neighborhood, but it's definitely been talked about quite a bit. Right, Case. Time for the bat. Alright, bat number 2. And as a reminder, I will have a break this Friday. And then not another break until next Friday. I will be traveling for work next week. But the stuff will be on the site within about 2 minutes of the break ending tonight. I'll have everything up on our site. Alright, guys. Let's get that out there. We got a cut. Another cut. Go this way. Get that cut off. Oh, look at that, guys. Killing me, Smalls. Did anybody guess Sandlot? Because we're going to have to razz this one off. This is a Sandlot bat. Alright, the whole cast, not the whole cast, but the majority of the kids' cast at least, from the movie Sandlot is signed on here. Alright, so this is going to be a bat from the movie Sandlot. Killing me, Smalls. Smalls is right there. Smalls is right there. Squints is right there. Alright, so we have a Sandlot bat. Alright, we're going to razz this off to the entire list. All 30 teams, not 32, have a chance here. Call it Sandlot. Alright. 7 times here. I don't know what I'm doing. Alright, 7 times. Top name gets this Sandlot bat. There's 3, 4, 5, 6. One more makes it 7 times. Good luck. The Brew Crew, the Milwaukee Brewers, getting the bat. And in this break, that is Mark. Mark, congratulations. Alright, the cast of the movie Sandlot. This bat is coming your way, Mark. Congratulations. Very, very cool. Alright, and then that is going to be Beckett on your authentication. The cast of Sandlot. Alright, Brewers. And then I saw we had a guess for the Sandlot bet. Shauna has Sandlot. Let's see. Jeff has Sandlot. Alright, Shauna and Jeff. Wait, Shauna and Jeff. There we go. Alright, one more break after this. Let me do this. There'll be 3 boxes, no whammies. 3 boxes, no whammies for you guys. Alright, 3 boxes, no whammies. Alright, Shauna and Jeff, get ready to make your selection. We have a golden egg, we have the police, and we have a shark. Alright, Shauna, Jeff, get ready. Police for Jeff. Which one is Shauna going to go with? The shark or the egg? Shark it is. Alright, you guys both passed up on the egg. And that was not the best decision because this was a hobby pack with at least 1 autograph rookie card coming out of there. Alright, could have been 2 autos or 1 auto and 1 mem. So passed up on that. Alright, then Jake / Shauna. You guys are getting the shark. How about a Topps 2024 update pack? Alright, let's see if we can pull some heat for you guys. Alright, let's see if there's a monster. Joey Gallo. There's a Nick Destrani. Colt Keith, Austin Hedges, David Robertson, Kyle Harrison. There's a Angel Felipe and Easton Lucas. Jeffrey Springs became teammates. Alex Wood, Michael Rucker, Lamont Wade. Nice Juan Soto looking card right there. Throwback on a Yankee Juan Soto. Jordan Alvarez and an Adley Rushman. Alright, Jake and Shauna. Those cards coming your way. Jeff. Jeff, you are going to get a hobby pack here. 1 in 2.5 chance. One out of every 2.5 packs has an autograph or memorabilia card in it. Alright, Jeff, let's do it. Mr. Hawks. Christian Olivo. Drew Jackson. Max Pavos out of 100 on a die cut out of 100. No auto in this one, it doesn't look like. Max Pavos. Povs. Nate Kirby. And a Christian Stewart. Christian Stewart had some nice run in the majors as well. Alright, nothing huge out of either of those packs, but we gave it a shot. Shot of glory and potential. Alright, guys. Last break of the night. This guy right here, box 24, is the one we're going to be using. For this, everybody that you're just going to give me one NFL team. One NFL team. If it comes out of the helmet or the either helmet, the mini helmet or the full-size authentic helmet, you are guaranteed to get a box of mystery. Every single person that guesses correctly. Go ahead and put those guesses in because we're going to be breaking this one. Just in advance, just want to give you a heads up. This Friday we're breaking, and it will also be Jeff Sandhofer's birthday. So Jeff, happy early birthday on that. I think Friday is the exact day of your birthday. So be on the lookout for some fun stuff coming up this Friday. Big night. I'll have the stuff on eBay. Auctions ending on Thursday and Friday. Remember, Thursday night auctions tend to end a lot cheaper than any other time of the week, and then also end up cheaper than the sites. If you're looking for a good value, tends to be the best value are the Thursday night auctions. And then also be on the lookout this tonight within a couple minutes of the break ending. I'll have stuff on the site. Alright, guys, we have in the break tonight Chris with the Cardinals, Aaron with the Falcons, Thomas with the Ravens, Case has the Bills, Jeff with the Panthers, Jesse with the Bears, Jeff has the Bungles, Mike with the Brownies, Jeff with the Boys, Gilbert's got the Broncos, Mike has the Lions, June with the Packers, Mike has the Texans, Jeff with the Colts, Scott's got the Jags, Gilbert with the Chiefs, Case has the Raiders, Christian with the Chargers, Daniel with the Rams, Matthew's got the Dolphins, Stacy's got the Vikes, Jeff with the Pats, just in time for a hit with the Saints, Jeff has the Giants, Chris with the Jets, Steve has the Fly Go Fly, Charlene with the Steelers, Jeff has the Niners, Steve with the Hawks, Mike has the Bucks, Chris with the Titans, and Dave is sitting on the commode. Alright, guys, it's Saturday. Alright, I wasn't sure, Jeff. I knew it was coming up. Sorry it was a day off, but it'll be an early birthday celebration. Well, we'll celebrate the birthday, and we'll think about you with the. We're not celebrating the surgery. We'll celebrate a successful surgery, though. How about that? All right, guys. No more guesses. Good luck, everybody. Let's get some beard juice on there. Alright, guys, box 24, 2-4, sealed up all the way around. I think it's time for a big name. Alright, secondary seal, it's that tamper proof, resistant, whatever you want to call it. Not want to cut right there. Alright. Here we go. Get that paper out of there. Alright. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Full-size authentic helmet time. We have a Chargers hit. A Los Angeles Chargers. Alright, and we'll check the mini helmet out in a second. we have a running back, Isaiah Spiller. Isaiah Spiller on an authentic full-size Chargers helmet. That is going out to Christian. Christian, all right. Decided to go with the Chargers instead of the 49ers and coming up with a hit here. All right, Isaiah Spiller on the hit, and that is TriStar on your authentication. I'll show that helmet off more once we get a look at the mini helmet. Our miniature helmet is a Dan Hampton. Dan Hampton on a Chicago Bears throwback. Dan Hampton. Alright, so we have TriStar, Isaiah Spiller, Dan Hampton, Chicago Bear. Hall of Famer. Alright, TriStar on the Dan Hampton. That's an authentic Isaiah Spiller helmet. And then a Dan Hampton, Chicago Bear Hall of Fame mini helmet. Alright, the Bears going out to Jesse. Alright, we'll mark this down. And then Chargers, Isaiah Spiller. Alright, if you guessed, hey, have a good night, guys. If you're out of here. Hey, absolutely. Hey. Hey, Jesse, you're welcome. Angela tossing that one in. Angela, go Stillers. Alright, so Bears and Chargers for the giveaway. If no one guessed these, we'll figure something out. Oh, Jesse's got the Bears as a guess, and so does Troy. Anybody else with the Bears or Chargers? I think it's just those two. Hey, you guys are always welcome. Alright, let's figure out your giveaways here. Boxes of mystery abound. There will be no whammy. How about that? No whammy. Alright. We'll have a shark. I'll just put these out there. We'll have a shark, we'll have the police, and we'll have the flowers. Shark, police, and flowers. Go ahead. Troy and Jesse each get to pick a box. Jake, you were awesome. I appreciate you too. Have a good night, Steve. Police? Troy, I gotta have you take a different one because Jesse took the police. Daniel, as always, you're welcome. Troy, you get the shark. You're welcome. Alright, you guys both passed up on the flowers. Flowers has a pack of Select Football 2024. Select Football 2024. Then you went Shark, and that was to Troy. Troy, the Shark has, how about this, a jumbo pack of Chronicles Football 2021. Alright, 2021 Jumbo Chronicles. Let's go. Maybe. Maybe we won't go. Alright. How about a Trevor Lawrence rookie? Can't go wrong there. Trevor Lawrence, Cordell Patterson, Josh Jacobs, Darnell Mooney, Brandon Cooks, Deontay Johnson, Josh Allen, Justin Herbie, Kellen Mond. There is a Davis Mills rookie. There's a Kadarius Toney, Another Trevor Lawrence rookie. That's a nice looking card right there. 2 Trevor Lawrence rookies. Matthew Stafford, A.J. Brown, and a Javon Holland clear. Hey, 2 T-Law rookies in the pack. You'll take that, Troy. All right, Jesse, the Police. Another Jumbo Chronicles pack. How about that? 2 Chronicles Jumbo packs. Let's go, Jesse. All right, the other Chronicles Jumbo pack coming your way. All right, Jesse. This one has D. Henry, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Chuba Hubbard, rookie, Devonta Smith, rookie, Saquon, Kareem Hunt, Damian Harris, Aaron Rodgers, another Devonta Smith rookie, 2 Devonta Smith rookies. That is a J.C. Horn. That would be a Zach Wilson, Rashad Bateman rookie, Joey B. second year, Tyreek Cheetah Hill, and you'll end it with another Rashad Bateman rookie. Got some good wide receiver rookies in that pack. All right, guys. Well, that'll do it for tonight. Thank you so much for breaking with me. If you have any questions, JC, thank you. I appreciate it. I try to have fun in here. Obviously, don't want to lose money, but I try to have fun with everybody and making money for my daughter's 529 college fund. So thank you so much, everybody. Take care. Have a great weekend. Oh, God, I wish it was a weekend. Dang. And then I'll catch you guys hopefully here on Friday. Take care, guys. Wish it was a weekend. Hey, Sean, have a good one.